Good morning, everybody. What is going on? What is the word? If you are not caught up with chapter 1142 of One Piece, my boy, keep it pushing, my G. We got spoilers in here. Now let's get right into it. Also, before we get into it, I apologize for my TCB scans ad translation, but they wanted me to take off my ad blocker for One Piece scans, and I just wasn't going for that. Now let's get right into it. We're starting off this chapter with the school in disarray. A giant snake by the name of Jormungandr. You know, we all know who that is. Jormungandr pulled up to the school and started attacking the school children. By the looks of it, it's looking like bro got free lunch. But Mr. Breed, the mathematics teacher, the school principal, Mr. Kiba, and Mrs. Angie, the language arts teacher / librarian, are on the case. But in the case of that boy Ager, not looking too pretty for my mans. He's about to get out of there, chopped up by the snake, until my boy Kiba comes through with a hammer, smacks the shit out of him, and then Saul follows through with the assist. Remember, y'all, that boy Saul came through with a move called Final Exercisation. Finished him. That boy used to be in the Marines. Saul don't play like that. And it's looking like the school is once safe again. Now, was this just a casual attack? Did the snake just casually show up by itself? Or was the snake sent by the Holy Knights? That's the real question here. While I would have preferred Principal Kiba to bust out a Fang over Fang, it's okay. The former giant warrior pirate and Mr. Saul have taken care of the situation. Paul tells Nico Robin every now and then you get some wild animals in the realm of the sun, but normally Jormungandr doesn't just show up like that. So I'm already thinking this is some Holy Knights activity. And I have something to say about the Holy Knights. Y'all, some of y'all may not like this one, but whatever. Before I get to that, we need to check on Mr. Wolf. Something happened to him. I don't know what happened to Cuz, but no, Jormungandr didn't do that. But Mr. Wolf, man, Mr. Wolf took it on the chin, say, don't even worry about me, take care of the kids. Children are top priority. I respect that. Saul just spends his time trying to get a glimpse of any and everything else that could have possibly happened, man. One of the kids walk up to Nico Robin and say, hey, you friends with that Luffy guy, right? You know Straw Hat, right? That's your man's, right? And Nico Robin say, yeah, bro, instantly. Took some steps back. But other than that, man, we got a bunch of kids just sleepwalking towards the beach. And this is right here, this is what I was gonna say about the Holy Knights, y'all. Now, I've invested a lot of secret imaginary stocks in characters like Green Bull, failed. Dragon, stocks pending. Mihawk, stocks pending, you feel me? But the Holy Knights, for a very long time in this One Piece shit, the further we've gotten in this One Piece shit, right? It's been pirates, admirals, Yonko's admirals. The Holy Knights was finally a group that was supposed to put a gap between the pirates and admirals debate. We finally had a group of people that weren't emperors or admirals that we could talk about like, oh, these guys is nice. Even Dragon said, yo, once the Holy Knights mobilize and start gathering up, start making their moves, that's when the war begins. So tell me why the only things I've seen them do is beat up and mess with a chained up Loki and mess with school children. This might be almost as disappointing as the Green Bull situation, bro. He had a whole nother admiral in the mix and he trash. He's scared of some cell Wi-Fi hockey? Come on, cuz. I'm sorry. Anyway. Gunko was using her arrow abilities to guide the kids towards the beach. The only other person I've seen, well, we've seen, you and me, with arrow-related abilities is Imu. Y'all remember when Sabo found King Cobra in the throne room and he had to fight off against Imu and the 5 elders while trying to protect King Cobra at the same time? Imu had that little tail coming out from the, that wasn't any of the elders. We know their powers, or we know how they look, but that tail, bro, that little arrow thing, that was Imu, bro. Mr. Breed sounds the horn. The whole country is aware of what's going on. If the Holy Knights tried to do this with a little bit of stealth, they failed. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, more monsters pull up. And the kids are falling asleep left and right. Y'all could call me crazy. Y'all could say I'm reaching right here, right? Just by looking at it, it seems as though the monsters were only able to come to life once the children fell asleep. And this seems slightly similar to what Perona can do. And if that's the case, put Perona in the Holy Knights. I said it. Chopper's gonna see what's wrong with Mr. Wolf and the kids, and everyone else, man, Godspeed. The real is back, the Vil is back, Flo Bananas here, peel this back, Loki is free. And he warns Luffy and Zoro now. This one chain on the ankle you got is not enough to stop me, and this hammer I got So you can either release this last stone or die. I like him already. But I know deep down inside, man, Luffy, Zoro, Dory, Sanji, Loki don't want to hurt them. Maybe he does, but really, I know you just want to go after Shamrock. Go get your get back with Shamrock before you try to fight these boys, man. That boy Loki puts the hammer, puts Ragnar in motion. We see a little bit of black lightning coming from that, so you know that whole finna do damage. Zoro's locked in. Luffy's a little confused. Sanji, I don't know what kind of face Sanji making, but Loki swings that whole instant lightning strike to the Atom Tree, to Yggdrasil, the World Tree, and it starts bursting into flames already. Oh, he already destroying Elbaf. It's over. The Holy Knights are here, and Loki is here. And it's really crazy because he didn't even want to join them. Loki just wanted to be a menace by himself. Hey, I definitely zoomed in on these panels. I'm so sorry I didn't show y'all this earlier. My bad. Niggas done blare the horn. Loki done attack the World Tree. The Holy Knights is trying to take kids and giant random people. And all Angie can do is just blame herself. She recognizes all the monsters because, you know what I'm saying, these monsters were the kids' drawings. As it turns out, what she thought was just gonna be a regular English class turned out to be the exact opposite. And honestly, it's not even her fault for real. And even more monsters show up. And not even just monsters, we got a little Zeus looking figure and a little Nika silhouette in the back. But this Joy Boy, this sun god Nika is not the warrior of liberation we were introduced. Ever since chapter 1138, Nika's been labeled as a world destroyer as well. And for me personally, it's gonna take me a while to see Nika as a world destroyer. But if you want me to see him as a world destroyer, I can only see him as a world destroyer for his enemies. I see Joy Boy, the figure, as someone who only destroys his enemies and heals people that are down. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Joy Boy as a world destroyer at all. He could be, he has the power. But I believe the only people that see Joy Boy as a world destroyer are like Emu and the Holy Knights and the Five Elders, bro. No. And also, I wanted to go back to something to this panel real quick, right? Check me out. Do y'all remember the panel on 1138? Somebody did a drawing of Loki? Now, I want y'all to go back to that mural Frankie was looking at on chapter 1138. And look at this image that this kid drew of Loki. Because when I first saw that mural on the wall, I was like, it can't be Loki. Maybe it's a giant that looks like Loki, but this might be Loki, y'all. That's just me. But the Holy Knights are just watching it all go down. They're not even doing anything. They just getting high off the terror. It also seems as if this was the work of one Saint Killingham. He goes to sleep. Saint Summers asks Gunko what she fears the most. She says Nika. She's not ready for Luffy. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Hey, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.